Good evening, Carrie and Steve. Just about 2 hours ago, this street was packed with several law enforcement agencies. Now, a man barricaded himself inside of this house that you see right behind me. Take a look at the video from the scene. Jefferson-Davis County Sheriff Department, MDOC, U.S. Marshals.
Kendall Green is on the scene. Kendall, what's happening right now?
We're here live near the Hattiesburg Walmart on 49 South, where Hattiesburg police officers are investigating the death. We don't have very many details right now, but we have Ryan Moore, a public information officer with the Hattiesburg Police Department, who can give us a little bit more information. What's going on here, Mr.?
That's right. We got a call around 10:15 or so this morning about a deceased male that was found in the creek.
The case is complete and the verdict has been decided here in Lamar County. The 12-member jury found William Cox guilty of armed robbery and not guilty on kidnapping. College is unveiling their mechatronics and robotics lab that students will be able to use this fall. Students can walk into these classrooms and actually end up in a factory. The ribbon cutting here at the historic Eureka School is just underway. Take a look at the scene right here. A lot of people are out here filing, shaking hands. Big night for Petal School District here tonight. They're going to honor the law enforcement for the third year in a row. I'm joined now by Chief Guy with the Petal School District Police Department. He's going to tell us a little bit more about what's going on. So what's going on tonight? If you're watching us right now and you haven't signed up, just come on out and get your shoes ready. And this 5K run is expected to be a really interesting event here in Hattiesburg. But for now, live in Hattiesburg, I'm Kendall Green with WDAM on your side. Last Thursday, a standoff in Jefferson-Davis County ended peacefully, with Kevin Bateman surrendering to police. His surrender came roughly 3 hours after he barricaded himself inside of someone else's home. That homeowner, Thomas Harper, had questions that day, and almost a week later, he's still looking for answers.
How am I going to live and see to my health, and you know what I'm saying, and take care of my daily needs like I've been doing. That's difficult when I had to find somewhere to stay.
Harper says his home was damaged and made conditions there unlivable. Damaged doors and furniture, shattered windows, and air saturated with tear gas. As a bystander in the incident having no relations with the crime committed by Bateman that day, Harper says he wonders who should have been held accountable for the damages to his home. After several failed attempts to contact officials from many of the agencies present that day, we decided to reach out to Matt Steffi, a law professor at Mississippi College, to get answers.
This is a recurring and complicated situation.
An official with the U.S. Marshals left Harper a form to fill out, and due to his health condition, not only will it be difficult for him to assess the damage and document it, but it will be equally difficult to wait through the process for his home to be repaired. Steffi says although this is a unique circumstance for someone like Harper and his medical condition, it's not uncommon for law enforcement to cause damage in pursuit of a fugitive.
Police officers, often in the legitimate exercise of their responsibilities, end up causing property damage or personal injury or inconvenience or all sorts of other things to citizens at large.
Steffi says the agencies present at the standoff all acted in accordance to their rights as enforcers of the law, regardless of the damage that took place.
Mr. Harper and his home are the unfortunate collateral damage, so to speak.
But as far as a common progression is concerned, things remain unclear. Steffi says much of Harper's losses closely resemble circumstances where victims experience damages after high pursuit situations that occur in the public.
And there's not an obvious, easy, fully satisfactory remedy. I think this is a hidden cost of law enforcement. I think that this is something that it doesn't often get the public's attention. I think Mr. Harper's case is a good example of that.
Steffi adds that the expectation that law enforcement should always absorb the cost of inconvenience would be unreasonable.
To say that each police department has to pay the inconvenience and medical expenses and loss of work and that sort of thing for each individual citizen could end up being a substantial burden on already stretched police resources.
The situation in Harper's case, however, is a complex issue that may deserve more attention in the future.
So many people in this current economy live one event away from real life struggles, and the social safety net is not set up in such a way that to address all of those needs.
Reporting in Hattiesburg, Kendall Green, WDAM on your side. Years after his death, Shirley Sylvester still vividly remembers getting the news.
When I was told about he was shot in the back of the head, I could just see images and pictures which I have seen now in the courtroom, and I still am having problems with the images, you know.
Bexley's family members say it was a devastating experience to get that kind of news.
It was very devastating. Actually, I was at the hospital because I didn't get word of it until the 15th, and that was the day my smallest baby granddaughter was born.
She says it was a day she'll never forget.
We was just waiting for her to be born when I got the call.
Sylvester says the news made the birth of her youngest granddaughter bittersweet.
I was at the hospital waiting for something so sweet, you know, to be born, and then to find out something so sweet had been took from us. It was like God give us a life, but a life had to be took.
Even though their loved one is gone, the family is pleased with how the state fought for justice in his murder.
I don't think there would have been anybody that could have represented the state like as good as they did. They were awesome.
Bexley left behind a son who his family describes as a twin of his father.
His little baby's adorable. We call him Cody and all. His name's Cortland, but we call him Cody and all, and he's just like him. He's a spitting image of his daddy.
Bexley's grandmother is working to put a scrapbook together with pictures of Clayton Bexley throughout his life.
When he gets old enough, she's going to give it to him where he won't miss nothing about his daddy. Everything will be in that book. Hey, Jack.
As for the rest of the family, they'll continue to take it day by day, one step. The American Cancer Society hosted its second annual Men in Pink event in Hattiesburg.
Tonight we're celebrating. We're celebrating survivors, and we're celebrating the money that they have raised.
The Men in Pink is a group of men across the Pine Belt who dedicated several hours of their time to support the fight against breast cancer.
We have 15 gentlemen that have donated time and effort to raise money to be in the calendar for American Cancer Society.
With already busy schedules, the men honored tonight found time to make a difference.
When you see them and hear their bios, they're all deeply involved in the community, so to take time away from their jobs and their other volunteer work to raise money and then to be here tonight takes a lot.
We spoke with a man in the group who says he was excited to serve.
The cause is just absolutely worthwhile. Almost everyone knows someone or is someone who has been directly affected by breast cancer.
A survivor who came to participate says she's grateful for the men's selfless acts of kindness.
It means a lot as a breast cancer survivor. I'm a 2-year survivor, and I just love that they have been raising money, because without the research through American Cancer Society, I wouldn't be here.
The goals the Men in Pink accomplished weren't easily done.
They've been working hard for the last at least 6 months raising money. Through their friends, family, sponsorships, and a lot of them have done raffles, fundraisers, so a lot of work's gone into this.
Work that one of the Men in Pink calls satisfying.
It's satisfaction in knowing that we've gone a little more ways in making a dent in meeting that need, meeting the financial need and the community need in increasing breast cancer awareness.
Reporting in Hattiesburg, Kendall Green with WDAM on your side. Had the opportunity to honor their fallen brother in an unforgettable way.
It felt great. It's a big honor for our brother.
The 3 brothers and 1 sister of Leo Huzak, along with citizens of West, young and old, flooded the streets with flags in hand for the return of the staff sergeant who was only 21 years old when he died on a German battlefield.
He was missing in action, body not recovered up until now.
The family says the experience of seeing their brother return home was overwhelming.
Such an honor. We're all here, all of his brothers and sisters. We're still here that we could welcome him back, so it means us so much.
For people who grew up in West, like the chief of police, this was the ultimate tribute to be a part of.
It's a bittersweet deal where you lost somebody that many years ago and not knowing where they were, ultimately considered missing, to be able to finally say this was him and now he's coming home is a huge thing.
This set of siblings reminisced of how their late mother dreamed of this day as they were growing up.
She would always say and hope and wish that someday they could find Leo and bring him home.
A proper homecoming the family describes as a lifetime achievement as they commend and salute their fallen brother. A community, a family, a song.
This was our focus. We wanted this to be the highlight of our night.
The band director of Rappaport Academy achieved that goal. In fact, the Maida family tells us is something they'll never forget.
When I first heard that we were going to play this, it touched me, and it's just very special that the composer is going to do this for our little sister.
The Rappaport Combined Concert Band played an original piece called Maddie's Rainbow. The song was dedicated to Madeline Maida, a 6-year-old little girl who died from hemophagocytic lymphohistiocytosis.
And how the song went is how her attitude was peaceful, but also very
energetic.
Her siblings say they were impressed with the song and how it fit her sister's personality so well.
They listened to it before the band even listened to it, and they were just so taken in.
It was much more special for Maddie's parents watching their own kids participate in honoring their late sister.
Him and my daughter, they play in the band. My daughter played the trumpet and my son on the bass guitar.
The Maida family thanks the tight-knit Rappaport Academy community who embraced them when they needed it the most.
They've acknowledged and they know, everything that we've been going through, and for my kids, they've been a good medicine for them, Support,
It's just an honor. It was an honor. We just loved every bit of it, from the flowers that they gave us to the music piece.